When my son was born, June 9th, 1993, when I was pushing him out, there was a tornado, and it shook the hospital as I was pushing him out. At that moment, I always knew that my son would be someone great. I always knew that he would be someone great, and I always told him, "You're gonna be great." Dear Lord, I come to you as humbly as I know how. Please watch over my son. Guide his footsteps. Protect him. Protect him against all hurt, harm, and danger. And cover him. Cover him from the top of his head to the tip of his feet. And forgive us, Lord. Forgive us of our trespasses. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.
So you say that I'm the one, and you knew this day would surely come.
I am Byron Cooper, professionally known as King Shooter, the underground king. I'm from West Philly. I'm the diamond in the dirt. I'm the one who they ain't hear about yet. You know, it's me, man, I'm back. I'm back from the dead. Musically, you know, it's kind of hard getting off your feet in a small city. So I think that moving to Miami was actually good for me. You know, I started off in New York, and you know, New York is a beautiful place, but music shifted. And you know, I just feel like a lot of big artists is going to Miami. A lot of big artists is going to LA. A lot of big artists they're going to Atlanta. So musically, it's a good thing for me to stay motivated in a new, fresh city. You know, I'm a new artist, so I think that that's what they need. Some of my favorite rappers, well, I'm from Philly, man. Everybody like Meek Mills, but surprisingly, like, I love Drake, Jay-Z. That's you know, Hov, yeah, he speak for himself. I would say Jadakiss, Styles P. I would definitely say J. Cole. He's an inspiration. He's a deep inspiration. I graduated out of prison, sadly, but it was still a good thing because, you know, being in Coffee State Prison is kind of like, it's not really that bad of a rough environment, you know. It wasn't really that bad. It was a lot of people in there that was in there for a lot of time, but you know, you gotta maintain, get with your education, come out so you can at least be something some kind of day, some way, you know. So it wasn't that bad getting an education, but GED. Being creative, yeah, I was always creative. I like to draw, actually. I'm an artist, but I actually like to draw. I actually like to draw pictures of my favorite artists, you know, Pac, Jay-Z, those type of people, Biggie, Michael Jackson, Nipsey. You know, those people, they inspire me, and I definitely love drawing some of the greats. I always had a lot of things in front of me, so it's kind of like juggling, you know, the creative side, then you're juggling with your personal life. You know, you got rent to pay, you got your kid, you know, you got a lot of things in front of you. So I just feel like maintaining my music career was really hard in the beginning because it just feels like you can't even focus on music. You got too many things right in front of you. The motive out here is definitely, I feel like being in Miami needs a new star. Miami needs a new person that's gonna put them on the map. I mean, I may be from Philly, but shit, Meek came to Miami. Fuck that, Meek went to Ross. Niggas don't get on from Philly, so you know, you gotta go somewhere, man. And I don't wanna be going back to New York and trying to make a name for myself in New York because it's already too much shit going on up there. You know, you come to Miami, you make some noise and you get lit. Well, currently right now in Miami, I'm working with a videographer named Kharma Productions, dope visuals. I've been going in and out of clubs, promoting. I've been working with a lot of models, doing a lot of video shoots. I just dropped my album. I was working and recording at Bay 8 with a guy named James, with another guy named Nugs. They're pretty good. Right now, I basically say that I could probably sign with the best. The best is Drake right now, or Hov. So J. Cole, you know, that Rock Nation, you know, everybody wants to get signed with the best, man. It's kind of like being drafted. You know, it's kind of like being in a basketball league or a football league. You know, you just kind of sit back, you know, you got to work on your skill, work on your talent, and wait till you know, you're good enough to get drafted. And right now, it's drafting season for King Shooter. Well, actually, I want to prove myself. I want to prove myself to the labels. I want to be able to prove myself, prove my fan base. I want to be able to prove who I am. I want to be able to show them, like, you know, I'm more about a business. I'm more about King Shooter selling as a product and not just looking at me as a fucking person, you know. Even though that's what I am, but right now I just got to focus on me being that product. And when you focus on yourself being a product, any label is gonna want you. Market yourself the right way, any label is gonna want you, hands down. So right now, that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on Shooter being a product. My son was a big influence on my life. I dropped a song called October 12th. That's actually his birthday. That's the day he was born. That's the day that made me a father. That's the first decision on decisions. And I just would say he's the biggest influence because he really brought me to manhood. He made me a man. He shaped me. He made me on point. You know, he changed my life. So I love BJ, man. It's my little man. Right now, I currently got an album out called Decisions. It has a part 1 and part 2. I dropped this album because, you know, like, Pac would have did some shit like that. You know, he would have gave you a front disc, a back disc. Like, I just feel like the game is not hip hop no more. I just feel like, you know, this album is gonna speak for itself. And I also did it to let people know that you can do what the hell you wanna do. Whatever you wanna do it, you know. So this album is just more like, it's for all the dreamers. It's for all the people that couldn't do what I'm doing for myself, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I definitely spent a lot of money. I took a lot of time. I wrote it by myself. So Decisions, man, we streaming on all platforms. Go check part 1 and part 2 sold out, man. King Shooter. I told these people I want generational change. I told these people what I want. I told these people that God sent me. So it's a difference. I'm not just getting in this shit for a fucking check. I didn't just sign up for this because this is what I felt like I could do and then I'ma just run from it. No, this is what I can do and this is what God allowed me to do. So I'm gonna do what he gave me. This is my talent, this is my creativity. I tell somebody all the time, man, there's a lot of people that you can look up to, but just think about yourself being in 4 corners. Think about yourself being in, you know, a place where you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't get any rest. You can make it, man. Because I was against all odds. I was in that dark hole, I was in that room. You can make it. I was in the federal system, so I definitely feel like anybody in this world can make it when you make it out of a place like that. It's King Shooter. You can catch me on Instagram at FREEBANSHOOTER, FREEBANSHOOTER, FREEBANSHOOTER. Instagram, my YouTube is King Shooter, my King, all that shit is King Shooter. I don't even know what to tell you. King Shooter, just look out for me. I'm on all platforms, Spotify, I'm everywhere, man. I'm coming, I'm on Demon Time. Link me, man, check me out.